Shalom, shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Machak Wadash. Peace and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, true teachers of all Israel. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Machak Wadash. We're going to dive right into these scriptures. And Lord's will, this is edifying, all right? Signal area. Yeah, I don't have the best signal where I'm at right now. Let me see if I pull up to another area to change it. Yeah, if any of y'all watching, if you could let me know if the audio's coming in, I would appreciate that. Baba Kusha. So, yeah, I believe I'm coming in live. Everything looks good. Audio, visual looks good. So I'm gonna just dive into the lesson. It's not gonna be a long lesson through the spirit. At least I don't intend it to be. Whatever the spirit has is gonna come out. But I want to go right into this Isaiah. All right, the plague of broken reeds. So when you go into the book of Isaiah 36 and 6, okay, it says, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt." So the Lord compared Egypt to a broken staff, a broken reed. Okay. So a reed is basically like a tall grass or something that, in other words, something that you lean on for protection. A reed. All right. But it's a reed that if you lean into it, it's sharp and it'll pierce you. Okay. So that represents trusting in Egypt, which ancient Egypt it applied to, and also modern Egypt, which is America, Babylon the Great. So if you trust in this place, America, basically you're going to be pierced through. Okay. And that's going to be a plague, because ultimately what they want to do is they want to fornicate with the Lord's people by putting that chip up inside you, which is the mark of the beast. So the plague of the broken reeds is really that mark. Okay. And it says that there's going to be a grievous sore on those that receive the mark. So Lord's will, we can get into that, but I want to finish this verse. Again, Isaiah 36 and 6, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him," right? And in modern day Pharaoh is Esau, Edom. And it just, the constant thing that I've been hearing a lot of Jakes say is they regret voting for Biden. All right. Is in Isaiah 19, okay, 19 and 4, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai of hosts." And that's what happened in ancient Egypt. All right. It took was one Pharaoh to get into power, and he hated Jake, and then more hell came upon us. But in the midst of that, what happened? Deliverance. So the same way you could look at it as Biden. You know, he's a fierce Lord unto you, Jakes, man. All right. And even though you're Israelites, the Lord is going to give you the judgment of an Egyptian, which in this modern times is an Edomite, because the modern day Egyptians are the Edomites here in Babylon, the Great America, because this is spiritually Edom, spiritually and physically, but also spiritually Sodom and Egypt. All right, spiritually Babylon. All right, but you keep trusting in Egypt, eventually you're going to get pierced through. All right. The scriptures say they will be thrust through with many sorrows. So let's grab this in Revelation. Revelation 16. And that's why they call us the prophets of doom. All right. Revelation 16 and 2. "And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image." Right. So by receiving that mark, by leaning on Egypt and doing whatever they tell you, eventually you're going to be caused to receive a mark, a charagma, which is a chip, in order to participate in the society. Okay. and there's going to be a noisome and grievous sore upon you, all right, which is basically something that is abominable, something that is detestable, disgusting, basically something that's odious. That's another good word, odious, you know, something that when you see it, you go, ugh. That's how you people are going to become that receive that mark, okay? And that's that plague of the broken reed. So again, comparing that into Egypt, you keep trusting in Egypt, it's going to lead to your detriment. It's going to lead to your destruction for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Isaiah 31:1, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. Okay, I'm in a bit of a bad spot, not to mention the weather, a bit of snow out here. All right, but I'm gonna just keep pushing, Lord's will. I'm gonna just hit these points and then close it out. But Isaiah 31:1, we went into that woe to them that go down to Egypt. So you trust in America because America's been the top dog. America's been able to put all the other nations into subjection. All right, America has the best military on earth, but really, military might in these last days is really measured in arrows. The arrows being the ICBMs. All right, so countries that in terms of they may not have as big of an army, but the great equalizer is the nuke. So with the nukes, the weak can say they are strong. The weak nations that couldn't ever come against America, now they got a missile, and all it takes is one missile to create utter devastation. Okay, so you Jakes, you got to understand that America is ripe for the taking. Okay, this is that whore. All right, and we have to trust in the true and living power and stop going down to Egypt for help. Okay. Yep. This is Isaiah 94, Salakia, Psalms 94 and 3. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. How long shall the wicked triumph? And that's the same question we're asking. The wicked is the nation of Edom. How long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves? And that's what they're doing now, boasting themselves, openly setting up Satanism, all right, openly worshiping Satan, openly destroying the tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes, all right, openly blaspheming, okay, and then ultimately they're going to do what? They're going to cause you people to receive a mark, all right? It says, fifth verse, they break in pieces thy people, O Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and afflict thine heritage. They slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless. You see, and who's that? Israel. Okay, our people our people. They have a lot of widows, a lot of fatherless children. All right, a lot of the lost sheep. All right, so the Lord has set up shepherds. All right, to have the spirit of Yahweh Shai to warn you of the times that's coming. Okay, we know that our people are in a lower state. We don't expect our people to come into this truth and just be perfect, polished, and pristine because we weren't, and we're still striving to do better every day. But yet, uh, it all starts with fearing the Lord and repenting. All right. Yahweh Shai said that there will be harlots that will enter into the kingdom before the wicked scribes and Pharisees. All right. So the arm of the Lord is not shortened that it cannot save. So for our people, they just have to put away their pride. But again, the majority would not do so because they have been blinded by the Heavenly Father because He doesn't want them to get it. But for those of you that are out there that this truth is making sense to, now is the time to get on this spiritual arc and stop playing games, all right, and come out of the ways of the world because you can quickly, you can see that this world is quickly fading away. Okay, Psalms 94 and 7, yet they say, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai shall not see, neither shall the power of Jacob regard it. Understand ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will ye be wise? He that planted the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eyes, shall he not see? He that chastiseth the heathen, shall not he correct? He that teacheth man knowledge, shall not he know? Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity. Woo! Okay, vanity. See? So for you to trust in Egypt, that's vanity, because this place is an illusion. All right? Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and teaches him out of thy law. And in our law, it teaches us against following the ways of the heathen, against receiving cuttings in our flesh, against getting tattoos and eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and doing and participating in all types of filthy and on all types of filthy ways of life, man. All right. But that plague of that plague is coming, man. The plague of the broken reed is going to end with this. All right, going straight to the point. Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the beast is NATO in the EU, the Edomite power structure, the so-called white man's power structure. The image is the actual system, and the mark is the chip that's going to implement you and allow you to participate in that system. All right, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. This is the plague of the broken reed. There's going to be thermonuclear destruction for those that receive that mark. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. You see? So there's going to be everlasting shame for those that don't make the right decision. All right, that don't deny the things of the world in order to follow the Lord. If you follow this world, all right, you're going to have to drink of that cup of the Lord's indignation. All right, because the Lord is going to melt this world. So with that, call halal yamla Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Chafadash Shalom Barakatama to the hope of elect. Lord's will is edifying. And Lord's will, like I catch up on the next one. Shalom.